All right, welcome to the Eric J. the Great podcast show. Got a special guest on the show today, hip hop platinum recording artist Derez DeShon. How you doing?
What up? What up? What's happening?
Yeah. For anybody out there that ain't heard his latest project, it was a banger. I'm gonna play one of his songs, and then after that, then we'll get into the interview. Hey, that song called for Uneven for everybody out there that ain't never heard that. That's off Derez DeShon's last album. Everybody go.
Yeah, go get it.
So man, so how you been doing, man? How's the family?
Everything cool, man. We just been trying to focus and stay happy and do what we gotta do and make sure we passing positive energy within each other. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So a few months removed from dropping your latest project, man. You don't have time to digest it for a couple months. How do you feel it did? Like just talk about the success of it.
After you saying from the past couple of months,
Yeah.
I feel good about it. I mean, I never been a person to be all into the numbers and stuff like that. So um I just been kind of like just going off of the fans support and what they come in, and you know what I'm saying. Like I feel like it's doing something, you know what I'm saying, for them to be posting and you know what I'm saying, quoting lyrics from songs and telling me keep going, drop more shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing I've been wanting to talk to you about, man, the mental. I know we didn't dive into it too much last time, but the mental health Mondays. I know
Uh,
I was watching your Instagram when you go live sometimes, and I was just wanted to know, I had watched it like once or twice, and I was just wondering why you don't do it more often. Feel like it's like
Man,
very impactful.
honestly, honestly, what happened with that? I was going through some stuff on my own, and I wasn't ready to really. I wasn't able to get nobody a good judgment on what you know what I'm saying, on their situations, and I just, kind of just was like, I'm gonna get back to it, but I was going through whatever I was going through at the time, and I really couldn't. I ain't want to get nobody no cloudy judgment on the situation, and it's something serious, and I can help. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you gotta take care of self first before you try to help anybody else.
Yeah, for sure.
So as far as mental health, man, because I think a lot of artists don't talk about this, and I think it's something that a lot of artists can benefit from, especially artists that's striving to get to your level. Uh,
Uh,
just explain just mental health of an artist of your stature has to go through every day, just regular mental health.
oh man, I can tell you right now, even doing this interview, I'm sitting right here. You know what I'm saying? It's a busy street. There's a lot of shit going on. That be stressing me out. I gotta pay attention to everything. Watch where I'm going. Watch what I'm doing. What up with it? You see what I mean? You gotta know who is who. Goddamn. Just basically, man, mental health as an artist, man, it get tough, especially when you gotta focus and be a role model and you going through your own thing, and that's can drain your mental health, and having to remain positive in situations that you ain't comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot, man. But I mean, you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure it out. If you're gonna be an artist, you're gonna be a hero to the people that need you. You got to just kind of like deal with it. Like I feel like I was chosen to do it, so that's why I just kind of, you know what I'm saying. But it's hard. It's real hard. I be having to talk to people all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. But do you think since you've been in the game a little longer now that it's kind of I won't say easy, but it's more manageable now than when you first started?
I want to say it's easier because every day is something else. You know what I'm saying? But it's more manageable for me because I kind of like I peep different movements and different things, and I understand better on what be going on. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely. So for all the for in your own opinion, because I be having this debate with artists a lot, like a lot of up and coming artists that I interview. In
Yeah.
your own opinion, what do you think that what does it take for an artist to make it in today's time?
Man, it take a lot of dedication. It take what it take back then. It take a lot of dedication, a lot of heart, a lot of grind. Um, you gotta really focus. You can't be doing two and three things. You gotta be, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be on your shit. You gotta really be locked in. It take building different relationships. It take being uncomfortable, shaking hands, meeting people, doing things you never did. You know what I'm saying? As far as if you're not an outside person, you're gonna have to be outside. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to deal with people, talk to people, understand different verbiage. Like you gotta really lock in, like it's your life. Like if you want to be successful.
Absolutely. So as far as what's your opinion on how the industry is now versus when you first came in the game? Like how it's set up now?
Uh, my opinion. I mean, how I came in. I'm still doing things the same way as how I was doing it. I ain't really on nothing. I ain't changed up nothing. I'm still doing everything the same way. I'm just the game is the game. I don't really know how to answer that for real. Like I don't see no different because I'm me. I'm still, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing me. I'm doing the same shit I was doing in the beginning.
Okay. So yeah, as you know, it's been a lot of people getting caught with these Ricos and things. Uh
Mm.
what because me personally, like what I think about it is I think a lot of people is shooting themselves in their own in their own foot and it could be
Right.
prevented. And and I'm not in people camp, so I don't know what they got going on, but in your own opinion from the outside looking in, as far as the material that different these big artists be putting out and they get caught up in these situations where they having to fight these legal cases and things like that. Well, what do you think could be prevented for so people because I'm looking at the rate that it's going, I'm like, man, we ain't gonna have nobody to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like you keep locking everybody up.
Nah, I mean my personal view on that, right? I don't know, what be going on in life, you know what I'm saying? Or at least I don't know what be going on with other people because I be minding my business. But for an up and coming artist, I would say if you rap, man, don't do nothing else. Just do your thing. Like, I mean, this shit can change your life for real. It can change your family life. It can change your partner's life. Like, you gotta lock in. Like, either you a rapper or you a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or either, but that's on you to decide. I can't judge nobody on the decisions they make because they making decisions for them in their situation. So, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So as far as future investments, man, I know last time we talked, you was talking about creating your own seasonings and other things that you say you wanted to do down the line. What's some other stuff that you want to get into later on down the line when you slow down on the music?
Um, um, I don't know for real. I think I'm gonna forever be locked in with music, man. I love music, whether it's me writing music or signing other artists. I know I want to be involved with movies and film. I know I want to, whether it's me being an actor or me creating the films or writing the film. Um, I love kids. I'm gonna do, charity shit, like, you know what I'm saying, provide opportunities for less fortunate kids. I don't know, man. However the wind blow me, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So as far as I feel like when you dropped your last album, because I remember you was talking about, that gap that you had after the
Mm-hmm.
harder way and getting away from your label and things like that and going on the
Mm-hmm.
independent grind. So what how does it feel now? Cause I feel like here recently within the past year, you could tell me if I'm wrong or not, that you've been more active as far as touring and being more in people face shows and things like that. Especially
Uh,
especially with the younger artists now that's got the big names like the big boogies and people like that. So how has that whole experience feel, especially have you since you gave the fans some new music recently?
It been good. I actually just had a concert this weekend on two of them, man. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and Lincoln, Nebraska, and I love it. Like I never got that experience before, and it's fun. It's a different vibe from performing in the club. You know what I'm saying? It's like really interacting with these people, really having a set, really rehearsing this shit and doing it every night. Like it's life. That shit is life for me. I love performing. I mean, I don't want to say I love performing like I'm like a dancer or nothing, but I love being up there expressing my vibe, playing my music, touching these people, seeing how they react to it. Um, it's just a different experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I'll have to say, you know, it will be more. Uh, well, I feel like it's certain liabilities that come with, you know. I mean, it's the way the game set up, you know, having to go in clubs and things like that. But the cities that you was talking about, you know, having that different vibe, I feel like it's more safer and it's more, you know, beneficial as far as, you know, getting more environments like that.
Yeah, I feel like it's a more controlled setting. I do. I feel like it's more impactful too, because in the club, you just in the club, there's a lot of going on. But in these concerts, it's like folks is really, really there for you. Like we are trying to see you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. So pain music in the industry. What's your take on it as far as artists that make similar music to what you make? And do you feel like you get your flowers for being one of those ones, especially one of the first ones to start harmonizing and making that type of music?
Um, um, I like it. I love what I'm hearing today from the different artists. You know what I'm saying? Expressing themselves and going through their situations musically, healing themselves, therapeutically healing themselves and others. Like I love it. Far as me getting flowers, uh, I think I'm kind of overlooked at times because I never took the major route. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm overlooked, and people, you know, everybody saying they this and that, and they the king, and da da da, and that's cool. But we know where this shit started at. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of myself for starting and not stopping. Because in the beginning they used to be like, oh, this shit ain't gonna work. Oh, you sound like you crying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that it finally worked, and I know that I did something that's major today. Now the world doing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So as far as being an artist, man, have you ever just thought about a target age? Because you know how at any job or profession, everybody got that a roundabout age where they be like, all right, when I hit 55, I don't want to do this no more. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever thought about it like that? Like, as far as your artistry?
I think I'm gonna go as long as I can go, and I don't think I can never stop. Like I can do this shit forever. And like I said, whether me being an artist or me being a writer or you know, however, I'm gonna always be involved. So it's like I don't know, I don't have no target range for stopping. I don't plan on stopping. Um, but I do get like, you know, far as being an artist though, I might have a point where I start where I'm feeling like, you know, all right, it's time to do something else. I don't think it'll be a time or age thing. I think it'll just be a time thing for how comfortable I am, and you know what I'm saying?
Mm. Yeah, I can feel that. So, as
Yeah.
far as your last album, where do you rank that out of all the projects you ever dropped?
I don't know. I ain't never been able to compare them like that. I can't rank them. I ain't never did that.
uh, I mean, I would have to say that, you know, I mean, Hardaway changed life, so I know that would have to be in the top three, the project that's on, but
Okay, yeah. So if we gonna do that, right? My first album, I think that's number one. It got me in the game. It got me going. It got people fucking with me. Um, it changed my life, my family life, my kids' life. Um, changed my views on shit. So Pain One would definitely be number one. You know what I'm saying? And I guess all the rest of them, I mean, it's however it go. I mean, it's just growth each time. So I don't know how to rank it, but it's growth each time.
Yeah. Me personally, I think your last album will have to rank in the top 4 out of all your projects. And my reasoning is because the timeline you went through, after you had the label success, and then you was going through things with your old team and things like that, and then you had to reposition yourself. I feel like this album was like a poke in the chest out moment, like I'm him, like y'all forgot.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I feel like that too. It's like I showed you I got a different range. I can do this shit like, and that was light. So wait till you hit the next one. You know what I'm saying? On this last one, I just want to still play around with my core bass, but I also wanted to goddamn introduce them to the stuff that I'm about to start bringing out. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So, if you had to pick one song off your last album, which one was that one?
I feel Resurrection a lot because I feel like I say, yeah, it's me. I'm finding me again. You know what I'm saying? So Resurrection would be like probably one of my strongest songs on there. Uh, View You Different. I feel like I showed my vocal skills a little more. I definitely showed you that I can get in that vibe. Like I'm not just a pain rapper. You know what I'm saying? And the rest is just like I fuck with all of it, but them two I think give me the most different vibe. You know what I'm saying? It make me feel like, yeah, that's me. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So as far as artists tapping into just rapping about, you know, you know, I'm gonna just say hood stuff, but what do you think needs to happen? And I'm not just saying in the industry, but from a legal standpoint, from artists getting caught up, because the way I feel about it is like, okay, an artist can sign for a couple $1,000,000, but if he's rapping about his past struggle, like that don't necessarily means that he currently indulging in that. You know what I'm saying? It's like a level of authenticity to saying that, hey, this is what I've been through before I got this. But I'm not going to rule out, because I'm big on accountability, and I'm not going to rule out that there are some people that are dumb enough to do something like that, knowing that they still doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, what's your whole opinion on what artists can do to kind of cover their trails?
I mean, I don't really know how to answer that, but I think I want to say, like, man, like I said earlier, bro, if you're gonna do music. Get away from the street. Like, but if you happen to be in the street, don't be talking about the shit you doing in the street for real. Like, if you just can't shake that shit, or if you you gotta accept what come with it. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. You gotta accept what come with it. You can't. You feel me? When you go to the league, you play basketball, expect to be injured. Expect to goddamn be tired, sure. Expect to work out. You gotta take the game for what it is and expect everything that come with the game.
Absolutely. So, as far as a documentary, man, would you ever put a documentary out about your life?
Yes, sir.
And if so,
Yes, sir, I will.
if
I
so,
will. And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, right? When I do my life movie, I want it to be a superhero movie, like a Marvel movie. Like I don't want it to be the regular basic hood story of nigga da 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 da. I wanted to be a Marvel, like a Marvel superhero, because I feel like I am definitely a superhero to a lot of people in the world, even to myself. You know what I'm saying? For believing in myself and staying down, I saved my own life. You get where I'm going?
Absolutely. And I think on that vision that you got for your documentary, I think a lot of people sleep on the production side when it comes to documentary. That can make and break any type of movie or documentary or TV show or anything. I think a lot of people just be so quick to just put out their story and just put a camera up versus really focusing on that production side or tapping in with people that don't put out stuff that's successful that aligns with the vision that you want to put out with your documentary.
Exactly. Well, for me, I know I want the world to really feel what I felt. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Would you break it? Would you just run it all the way through, or would you break it up in parts? How would they go?
I don't know. Today, I think people like episodes. I think people like to, you know what I'm saying, like watch some and then anticipate more. So I think that I would probably go that route. It'll be different segments of it, and eventually it'll be just one whole big old movie. You get what I'm going? You know what I'm saying? Like if you were to sit down and actually watch segment one through however many, you'll be like, oh, I get it. Now I see why. Oh, you get what I'm going?
Yeah. So, what did you ever think about like a time frame for it, like next couple years, or
I don't know really, man. I think I want to accomplish more with music before I do it because I wanted to be like a big, I wanted to be like, damn, when you see my movie, you feel me? I don't want my shit to be regular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, what's something you always wanted to get into that you never got the opportunity to do?
Um, um, ask it again so I could think better.
What's something that you always wanted to get into that you never had the opportunity to do? It could either be a bucket list thing, investments, or anything.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Learning myself, learning to love myself, um, learning how to please myself, make myself happy, learn what I like. Cause you know, my whole life I've been big brother, dad, or I need you here. You know what I mean? So I always, every move that I ever made, all the way up to this day right here, it was a calculated move to help the people around me. You know what I'm saying? Like I never just said, "Hey, this is what I want to do, so this is what I'm doing." You know what I'm saying? I always thought about, all right, if I do this, how is this gonna help this? You see what I'm saying? So if I make this do that, I need this to do that for that. You get what I'm going? So I ain't never really. I don't know. I think that I'll be more on myself. That's something I want to tap in. You know what I'm saying?
And I think those the best type of people because when I look at successful people, whether they be an artist, businessman, or whatever they into, a lot of people are able to utilize their minds and lay out stuff, in their mind of how they want to do things without necessarily having to write it down all the time.
Right, right.
So, what's the most important thing you love about being an artist?
The fact that my music can change the room, change the energy of a person's emotion. Um, it can guide people in a different direction, help them figure out scenarios that they couldn't. Uh, Motivate, encourage. Um, I don't know, man. I just love helping. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? I'm loving it. If I can help you through my music, I love it.
Absolutely. So, when you look back on your career so far, do you have any regrets?
Yes, many. I regret not listening to myself the whole entire way through. I regret not doing certain things, being loyal to certain people. Um, I regret bringing certain people into my situation. Um, I regret taking it for granted in the beginning. Um, I regret not being smarter in the beginning. But I had to learn, so I really can't regret that. I learned. You feel me? So it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I kind of do got those regrets, but at the same time, I wouldn't be who I am right now without it. So I don't know if I regret it for real, but I know I dislike those things. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I think a lot of us make that mistake because uh like I was telling my friend the other day, like when I started this podcast thing, I was like, I got to a certain point where even people that I love hanging around, I didn't really want to be around them no more. As far as like, because we weren't thinking alike. It was just like a certain click switch in my head. Where it was like, all right, he want to party all the time, and I like partying too, but I'm not gonna do it every day. So,
Exactly.
so I'm like, all right, this one I'm focused on. Okay, he wants to do this. He wants to go to work and things like that, and I still got a 9 to 5 too. But it's just like I'm gonna invest that until it takes all the way off. So I'm just like, I'm like, if I'm gonna die, I got to take a chance on myself at least once. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like I don't see how people don't do that.
That's where I'm at now in my life. I got to do this for me now. Like, and me, the person that I am, I'm a helping person. I'm a genuine person. I handle my responsibilities. I'm a man. So it's gonna help others anyway. You know what I'm saying? Me getting my shit together for me and how I want to do it. That shit gonna benefit the people around me anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So who's your favorite artist right now to listen to when you're not listening to yourself?
G Herbo.
What you like about G Herbo style?
I love the pain in his music. The raspiness in his voice, the way he deliver. I love it. The stories.
Do y'all have a personal relationship or
We met, we exchanged numbers, we talked it up a few times.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I think y'all making some dope records together, man. If y'all
Yeah, we will. And I ain't even gonna lie, it can happen. I'm doing this, he doing that. I be here, he be there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, if
But it
y'all
definitely can happen. But I want to get in there with him and create from scratch. Like I don't want to make a record and send it. You know what I'm saying?
oh yeah. Do you think that's the best type of vibes where you get two artists on that type of caliber that can make it from scratch versus, telling somebody to hop on something?
Yeah, I think it is. I think that's the best way to do it. I think that's the best vibe. I think it's better when you got them because you bouncing off each other's minds and imagination instead of just saying this what I got and I want you on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So what do you think hip hop gonna be in the next 25, 30 years? Cause I'll be thinking about this and I'll be like, you know, people getting locked up. You got all these type of crazy things going on now. And I'll be like, man, are they really trying to extinct our type of music? You know what I'm saying? That we grew up on or
See, I don't think they trying to extinct it, but I think that niggas gotta be a little more smarter with how they do it, a move a little different. Like if you notice what's causing us to be targeted, then fall like change it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think in 25 to 30 years, I think niggas will pull their shit together and make a way for us to do what we do safely, freely. Um, Life gonna keep going, stories gonna keep going, people gonna need something. It can't only be you can't just delete one form of music. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, absolutely. So as far as 2023, 2024, man, what you got coming? You got another project for the summer or next or this winter or what you got going?
I'm working on a deluxe for Bigger Than Me now. I'm also working on 3 EPs. I'm gonna drop 3 EPs back to back to back. Um, Movies. I'm working on movies. I done did one actually. I already been in one movie, a quick little scene, but I'm getting more into that. I'm tapping into that. Getting on my funny side, letting people see the fun in me, joking a little more. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to live life, baby, and enjoy it to the max.
Absolutely. Do you see the EPs dropping before the deluxe or the deluxe gonna drop before then?
The look's gonna drop before the EP.
Or is it like a time frame next couple months or
That's the thing, man. I would if I could, I would drop that shit next week or something. But I need more. We need more. I need more structure to what I'm trying to do. Like I told you, everything I do, I be trying. I be. It's a plan behind this shit. You know what I'm saying?
okay?
I want to drop the deluxe to set up for the EP that set up the next EP to go bigger than set up for the next EP to be a whole. I'm gonna be a whole different animal. You're gonna be like, God damn. You know what I'm saying?
Is this all or do you envision all this to happen before 2023 is up or somebody gonna run into 2024?
I think where we at right now, we got what like 5 more months left in this year.
Yeah, about well, it's about well, it's seven because June ain't started yet.
We got 7 more months left.
Yep.
All right, well, yeah, I guess it's possible. All that could transpire in within 23.
Okay. Well, you definitely gonna have that deluxe out for the end of the summer.
Oh yeah, the deluxe coming out.
Oh yeah. Did you have any particular features that you want on any one of these projects, or it's gonna be all you?
I'm willing to work with whoever work with me. I mean, I like everybody. I fuck with everybody. I mean, musically, you know what I'm saying? So whoever trying to work with me, I'm trying to work with them.
Okay. So I asked all repeat guests this question. So what's your favorite thing about being on the show since you're a return guest?
I just love having this genuine conversation with you, man. You know what I'm saying? We be talking real nigga shit. We be really talking. I need it. It's therapeutic for me talking to you. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely. That was the whole thing I wanted to do when I started a podcast. You know, I had a lot of people reach out to me recently, and a lot of people have been telling me, like, you know, because I had somebody offer me a partnership here recently, but it didn't make sense because I would be giving up everything that I did in 3 years just to get the opportunities that they have as far as like sponsorships and things, and to bring in people that just want to get into the podcast scene. And I was like, that don't make sense for me because I ain't gonna be able to get back what I put in, you know, these
Right.
last 3 years. So my whole thing was like, you know, I just had a book drop this past Friday.
Yeah.
It went #1 on Amazon. It's called From Stuck to Limitless. It's $3.99 if you get the digital copy. And all it is about is 10 author in the book, including me. This is the first time I ever wrote a book. I'm the first chapter. It's called Operation Enduring Freedom. And I wrote about the most darkest time in my life in the military. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
a guy in the military is kind of set up like professional sports, so you're around these people more than your family. When I went to Afghanistan, the dude I went to basic training with, AIT with, we were around these dudes 14 plus hours a day, eating all 3 meals with them. You know, he got killed right beside me in Afghanistan, and I was close to his parents.
Mm-hmm.
So when a month before we came home, they asked me to speak at his funeral. That was like one of the darkest times of my life. I got real depressed, and I explained how I got over that depression and going to mental health for 2 years straight every week, and how the positive, the side of having a therapist in your life and things like that. So it's been real impactful. A lot of people it went number one in pre-orders when it first got on Amazon. So every author in the book I interviewed, they all number one selling authors. So
Yeah, that's hard.
so that's all of them. Me and another woman. We the only ones that was in the military. Everybody else is only two guy authors. That's me and another guy. Everybody else is females, but all of them just writing about mental health experiences that they overcame because they really big on mental health like I am. That's the only reason I started a podcast, just because I feel like a lot of people with platforms take advantage of people that's in the limelight, and I don't really like it, even though I watch people like say Cheese and Vlad and things like that, and not saying there's anything wrong with those platforms, but me personally, I think that they kind of I want to say set people up, but I think they just throw traps out there, and I don't really like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, they don't be courteous of they don't they don't be courteous of what what they asking people because they don't give a fuck about what they asking people. You know what I'm saying? And that's their job. You know, controversy is everybody loves controversy. Everybody loves drama. So I don't knock them. You just gotta know how to answer the question. You feel me?
Right.
I think on that end, it's better for the artist to tighten up on their shit when they delivering these questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially people from our culture. Like I expect somebody that's not an African American to do something like that, but it's bad when a black dude blow up and then he started doing stuff like that. I don't like stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if you had to pick a guest to be on the Eric J show, who would you like to see next on here?
Uh, that's interesting. The first thought came to my mind was G Herbo. No cap.
Oh yeah, G Herbo, that would be dope.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I love to hear him break down, you know what I'm saying, all of his experiences or thoughts on things like the way you set up your questions. I would love to hear him answer them questions.
Yeah, because I know one of the first songs I heard by G Herbo, I remember I was in the military and there's a lot of people I ran into in the military from Chicago. And I went into one of my homeboys' dorms before we went to a club and he was blasting that 100 Days, 100 Nights. I'm listening,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, who is this dude right here? He's like, nah, sure, got to listen to him. Then
Yeah.
listen to him, and I just heard him just going his own like. I was like, oh, this dude hard. So I was like,
Yeah, that nigga is fire. I ain't even gonna lie.
yeah, I can imagine you harmonizing or doing a chorus and then him
You
delivering
feel me?
the verse. That'd
That
be
shit gonna be crazy. We're gonna fuck the world up.
Shaq and Kobe, man.
Yeah.
I think a lot of artists is really missing out on partnerships as far as Drake. Like I tell people all the time, and like people, I'm like, bro, you got to pay attention to the big whale. Drake is in the Trump position right now. He's
Mm-hmm.
showing people how to get it.
Mm-hmm.
You get two artists that come from the same thing or got around the same amount of audience, and y'all just do a project together and with 10 songs and all y'all split the
Yep.
record, that
Yep.
whole
Yep.
market, especially if y'all independent and y'all getting
Mm-hmm.
all the money, you know what I'm saying? It's no way it can fail.
Exactly. You turning each other, making each other greater.
That's why I was like, I can't wait till that Boosie and T.I. album comes out, man. I'm like, that's gonna be a banger.
Yeah, hell yeah. I can't wait to hear what they put together too.
Yeah, because I think T.I. been slept on as an artist. I don't think a lot of people give him credit for his artistry either.
I don't think so. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I think just like, times are different. You know what I'm saying? But I think in his time, you couldn't deny T.I. Like it was impossible.
Mm. But when you think of all the things you accomplish in the game, if you had just a list, I won't say a final list, but you know, like a couple milestones that you was like, all right, before I stop going hard on the music, or if I slow down, I gotta accomplish these things before I think about slowing down a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Or what would those
What would they
numbers
be?
be? Yeah.
One, I want to have an entire album that goes platinum. Two, I want to sell out the State Farm Arena.
Oh yeah.
Three, I want to find at least 2 artists and bring them up to the level where I am. Four, I want to be able to go down. I want to be able to. I want to be undeniably when a person say who your top 5 artists. I want my name in there somewhere. I
Right.
don't give a fuck what order, first, last. I don't give a damn if it's plain music or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think now that it's so many people that's an artist now, I think you gotta break it down by what type of music they make. Because like you got some people like Kendrick, J. Cole's, they known for just being straight lyricists. You could just throw on a robot beat and they can rap
They
to it.
gonna kill that bitch.
You know?
Yeah.
And then you got some people,
I could do that too, though. That's what I'm saying. Some kind of way I gotta be in there. 'Cause I could do that too. I'm just staying in my lane, but I can get in another nigga lane for real.
yeah, I mean, everybody versatile. It's just that, you know, everybody honest with themselves. Everybody know that, hey, this what works for me. Can't
Yeah.
nobody mess with me if I do this.
It's like, yeah, you feel me? You can't You could try, you could do your thing, you could succeed, but you will never be better as me. The same as me. Let me say that.
Yeah, and just like playing sports, like if you know you're a 3-point shooter, shoot threes. Going
Yeah.
around knowing you don't like to take no contact.
You feel me? I ain't finna stop doing what I do best to compete with a motherfucker to prove a point. Hell no.
Yeah, a lot of people get that messed up, man.
I'm finna kick it. I'm in. I'm in over here. I ain't finna miss a meal keeping up with you niggas.
But yeah, man, I was talking to before we get off here, man. I was talking to Rocky the other day, and I was like
Uh,
hearing the new feature near future, man. I'm get with y'all, and I want to create a podcast theme song. He told me the price, so I'm gonna work towards that. And I just
oh
wanted
yeah.
a podcast theme song,
Oh yeah, that'll be hard. Hell yeah.
and then shoot a video to it because I was like, I don't think no other podcast besides Undisputed with Shannon Sharp now. They got Lil Wayne to do something for him, but I was like, freaking, they ain't really do a music video. I had no heartfelt song, that's dedicated to their podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
So that's what's been on my mind. I was like I was like when I do that, I was like that's gonna shake the streets up for real.
No, it is. It's adding something to it. You know what I'm saying? A little razzle dazzle. You know what I'm saying?
So man, let people know how to find you on social media and anything else that you want to put out to the people, as far as what you got going on and here in the new future.
I just wanna I wanna tell the people, man, be positive, man. Love yourself, love your folks, man. Live life, man. Don't cut yourself short, man. You know what I'm saying? I just want to tell the people, do their thing, live their life, go up, man. Be happy, bro. Um, and follow me on everything. You know what I'm saying? Derez DeShon, everything except TikTok. My TikTok is the real Derez DeShon. Everything else Derez DeShon.
Absolutely, man. No, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. And anytime you want to come on, man, you can come on anytime. I got a couple big episodes coming up here soon. I got Freeway Ricky Ross on the show too, 2 months
Yeah,
ago,
I can't.
man.
Yeah, I want to see that. I'm ready for that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he gave me 45 minutes. It's supposed to drop in August. I'm thinking about moving it up. I don't know if I should move it up or not. But
Uh,
but yeah, that's a real intelligent dude right there. When I talked to him, I was like, I always watched his interviews and was amazed by how he talked with his mind. But I was like, man,
phone wrong. Did that mess it up?
yeah, you have to go back into the app, I think, to bring your face back up. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah. So my phone had wrong. That's what happened.
Oh yeah. But Freeway Ricky. I'm tapped in with this guy named Youngin MH. He from New York. He's
Uh,
hard. He's hard. A lot of labels trying to get him right now. Youngin MH.
I gotta check him out.
Yeah, he got this song called they start with an S. Dang. Can't think of it right now. He's hard. I know what you call it. He said he knew you too when I interviewed him. NPR Richie Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of his managers is like one of my close homies. And I ain't
Oh,
know,
for real.
yeah, like I ain't know he was tapped in Atlanta like that.
Uh-huh.
Him and PB Pluto.
Yeah. I'm gonna check that book out too, though.
Yeah. It's called From Stuck to Limitless. I've had a lot of people inboxing me saying, hey, I ain't think you could write like this. They was like, man, you kind of pull a hair out of a wig with this one. And, and I was like, a lot of authors, they showing me too. Like I've been telling people, I was like, man, and I'm gonna write a book about my whole life, but I was like, everybody got a story. And I feel like an author, like every author I interview, I tell them, I'm like, this is a lane that's really slept on, especially in our community. I was like, if people really utilize, and it doesn't take that much to write a book. I was like, when I figured out the steps to it, I was like, this is another stream of income that's just sitting here that people,
Nah, facts. Yeah.
and it was making so crazy. Like, I mean, we promoted the book, but it wasn't nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? You'll be surprised how many people just get on Kindle, iBooks, and Amazon and just search for new books just to read, just randomly.
Right.
So, yeah, that's crazy. So, but yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on the show. And I drop episodes every Monday at midnight. I got um a couple big episodes coming in the future that you will like. And I'm gonna start back doing more real life episodes. I'm gonna have to come down there in person, man. Meet you in person, man. I think I'll meet you in person now. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. That'll be
Yeah,
dope.
took the interviews we met in person. So I know Atlanta only 5 hours from me because I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. So
Yeah, that'll be dope.
yeah, Louisville ain't that far from Georgia. So
So with the family, how you? I'm good. All right. I can get some work over there from Padre, man. You Chris. My brother Chris. Chris. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. That's my dog.
but but yeah, man. Yeah, keep doing your thing, man. I'll be looking forward to the other projects that you drop here in the near future. You know, I love that pain music, man. Anything that's spirit led, you know, I'll be
Oh
feeling
yeah.
the soul, man. First 15 seconds of a song, I know. I'll be like, yeah, this might have me. I might have to listen to this song by myself. It might have me in some tears, you know what I'm
For real. That's what it's all about too, man.
saying? Yeah, a lot of people just don't focus on that. You know, sometimes, you know, it's good to let tears out, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know,
Yeah,
we get we get caught up in being men so much that, you know, that emotional side get abandoned.
hmm Yeah, it's healthy to cry, man. It's healthy to get that shit off your chest, man. You don't want to hold that shit in too much.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Any last words before we get off here, man?
All right, man. I'm ready to come back next time. When I got down, get it together, I'm tapping back in.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I know we do one in person, man. We might have to I'm gonna have to see how it's a dude up here in Louisville. I'll have to get in contact with him and see how they be doing that little mic thing,
Uh,
that drop mic thing. How people be
yeah,
doing. I need to see.
yeah.
I need to figure out how to do that.
All right, well, let me know, man. I can't wait to do it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I appreciate everybody supporting the podcast. We had 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. We in the top 30%. Most followed podcasts on Spotify. Top 5% most shared in 6 different countries. So I appreciate everybody supporting the show and have more dope guests like this. I'm trying to get more big guests. It'd be hard to get in contact with people. People don't take us.
Yeah, I can only imagine, man.
But but yeah, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep balancing your mental health because that's what's important. Because you know, if your mind ain't right, ain't nothing gonna be
Nothing right.
right. So
Right.
just keep
I
doing
thank
that.
you, man. You do the same thing, man. I appreciate you for sure.
Yeah, man. Keep God first and keep take care of your family, man. That's all that matters.
Yes, sir.